Morning, everyone. I'm a minute early. Shh, don't tell anybody. Lisa Smith, spouse buying houses. You're here. You already know that stuff. It is Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't even know what the weather's supposed to be like today. 66 degrees right now. Looks like no real rain for today. Good. So a couple things that happened interesting this week. An investor from Israel hit me up about she's looking at a property in Fountain Square area, and she just doesn't know what it is, what it's worth, whatever. I've been getting this a lot. So we offer $5 CMAs. We give you active, pending, and solds over a quarter-mile radius for 1 year, and then leases over the past 2 years. But I do not give you an ARV. I leave that to you guys to decide. And to be honest, it's $5, right? $5. I'm not going to spend time. It takes me 30 to 60 minutes to do a CMA where I come up with an ARV for myself. And I don't want you holding me accountable for some number that this time next year could be totally wrong. Especially given the political climate, stuff like that. Anyways, I won't get into that. So she hit me up. She wouldn't take no for an answer, which usually puts me into my spot where I'm like, your answer is no. And so by the end of it, she is... I get this a lot. I get a lot of investors out of country or out of state who are wanting to find deals and then sell them off to other investors in their areas. So I think that's one of her exit strategies. So she hit me up about this property in Fountain Square. She finally got me to say yes to trying to figure out best use for this property. And so hopefully I'm giving her some time to try and get it under contract. If not, then I'm going to just go ahead and play the video. Basically what it boiled down to was when I started looking at this property, I noticed that in certain areas of government websites, Indiana local government websites and stuff like this, that it was listed as one lot and it was 0.14 acres. But then in other areas, it would combine it with the lot next door. So it was like a double lot situation, and it was 0.28 acres, so 2.14 acre lots. That changes the whole dynamic. That's a hot area. People are building new houses on vacant lots. So that was changing the whole dynamic. Supposedly the woman had owned it for 10 or 15 years and never done anything with it. The house that was on the one lot was 800 square feet. It was an add-on on an add-on on an add-on. So, it was originally built and probably only 300 or 400 square feet, and then they added a big exterior onto the back of it, and then, it's a long, narrow lot. Well, supposedly 2 lots. Anyways, about 2 years ago, 2018, there was a sale on there to an LLC for $80,000. I couldn't figure out what that was. Again, 2 lots, but they both have the same address and the same legal description. So couldn't figure it out. So finally one of the pieces came to the puzzle was I was informed that they had sold, or the lot next door had sold for $80,000 a couple of years ago. Okay, so that makes sense to me now. So, but that house hasn't been built and blah, 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 blah. Here we are. I looked at it. You could do now we're at one lot. It sounded like they wanted $100,000 for the lot. And when it was 2 lots, I thought, the average lot is going for $70,000 to $85,000 in that area. So if you could buy 2 lots for $100,000, you could do a quick profit and just split the 2 lots and then sell them. And it sounds like the 1 lot sold for $80,000 already, so they've already milked that cow. That was one of my exit strategies. Nope, that's gone. You could tear down the house that's there. I think this is the best strategy. You could tear down the house that's there. It's probably going to cost you $10,000 to $15,000 to tear down this house. Maybe you could do something cool like give it to the local fire department, let them have practice with it. And then you could build a new house on the lot. I know I can typically, well, I've not done it, but, I've talked to a lot of guys, and typically you can build a house, foundation and all, for around $80 a square foot. So the houses in that area that are built brand new, they're about 2,000 to 2,400 square feet. They're usually on a crawl space. They don't have a basement. This house supposedly does not have a basement, although that's unconfirmed. One source said it had a basement, one said it just had a crawl. Multiple other sources didn't say anything, so we don't know what the foundation is. But I heard that the foundation was good, which we're going to tear it out anyways. So let's say we jump our price up to $100 a square foot because we're going to build something a little nicer than an $80 a square foot house. So you put in a 2,200 square foot house, you got $220,000 in the house. You've got $100K in the lot, so you're at $320. You got 10 or 15,000 in the clearing the lot, destroying the house. So what were we at? 220 plus 100, 320 plus 15. So you're at 335, and then you're at you got sales costs when you go to sell it, right? You got to pay a realtor or whatever. So for whatever, let's say you sold it for 430 minus, let's say 10%, 43,000. So let's add 43 to our three. What were we at? 320 plus 15, 335 plus 43, 375, 378. Is that right? Something like that. 378. And then you sell it for 430, so the rest should be profit. So 378. So let's just say it's 380. So you get 20 plus 30. You got $50,000 profit. Is it worth it to spend $430,000 to get $50,000 worth of profit in 1 year? I don't know. That's for you guys to decide. I don't think so. If I'm going to have that much invested, plus we're going in, my opinion, I think we're going to go into a down market. We're too high. Nobody can justify why we're this high as far as real estate goes. And so I think we're going to have a correction. So that's too sketchy for me. I wouldn't want to be messed up in that. Now, a lot of you guys out there are a lot more speculative than I am. So more power to you. You can make more than that. I mean, if you did it right, you might be able to sell for 450. Now you're up to 70-something thousand. So, it's an interesting prospect, right? It is an interesting prospect. I'm not going to default anybody for that. Also got hit up by a guy this week. He is under contract to buy 25 houses. They're actually condos. They're all up against each other, but it's in one of the worst areas. So on the one sense, he was like, "Yeah, do you want to manage them?" And in one sense, I'm like, "Heck no, I don't want any part of that area." And in another sense, I'm thinking, if he's buying 25 houses, he's got a real opportunity to change the neighborhood, right? I mean, you're buying that many, right? You're buying the block, right? Or more than the block. So it's a very interesting prospect, and what I told him was, it's a really rough area. I said, but what you're going to make sure you're going to have to do is you're going to have to, get with the local police and see if they can start ramping up more drive-bys. And B, you're going to have extra security on site because you're going to have a lot of squatter issues and you're going to have a lot of theft. So until you can get to the point where you are no longer the lowest hanging fruit for thieves and squatters and druggies and everything else, they're going to have to go somewhere where it's easier to be a thief or a squatter or a junkie. So it's an interesting prospect. But I think you're going to spend, I don't even know how much you would spend on extra security and stuff like that. So it's an interesting prospect. It got my mind thinking about it. And if he's doing 25, I mean, what are some of the other aspects to it? You're going to have to, you're going to have security, but you're going to probably want to try and get 25 of them done as soon as possible. You don't want to do one at a time, right? You want to do 25. So you're going to have to pay more to get more contractors out there to get them done faster, which could cause more problems for security and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, you got other stuff like, do you put all of your supplies, you know, you're going to buy in bulk, right? So do you put all of your supplies, you can't hide all this stuff in a house, right? It's going to get stolen. So do you create, I know this area is kind of there's a lot of parking lots, right? Because it's kind of almost apartments, but they're actually condos, so they're side by side by side by side. There's no up and down, up and down. So anyway, but there's a lot of parking lots. So take over a parking lot and put a big fenced-in area in there, and then put all your supplies out there, right? And then you can have your security guard just sitting there watching that stuff. So, I mean, you know, that brings up some interesting possibilities. So anyways, I just thought it was interesting. That was another interesting thing that happened this week. So anyway, all right, so we are 10 minutes in. And I'm going to do we've got a duplex. It's an over-under. Lower half is a 3-bedroom, 1 full bath. The upper half is a 2-bedroom, 1 full bath. We just got the lower half back, so we're going to go through the videos on that. If we have time, which I doubt we will, because I rambled for 10 minutes. We'll go through another one that we got back recently. The other one is kind of interesting because the neighbor across the street, I guess, is in asphalt paving. And so he likes to store his, you know, steamrollers and all that sort of stuff. Why did I do air quotes on steamrollers? I don't know. He likes to do his tools in his driveway, and there's a little parking area on our property, a little gravel parking area, and he likes to park his tools on our little lot area. And when we moved this tenant in a year plus ago, then it was there. One of the steamrollers was there, flat tires and all that sort of stuff. So we'll probably, if there's still flat tires, then I'm just going to report it and have the city, you know, deal with it, because it's kind of ugly looking out on our yard. So anyway, all right, so let's go into this one real quick. Looks like everybody's sleeping in this morning. Nobody's dialed in right now. Maybe one viewer. It's probably me. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Oops. Video is over there.
20 is a move out video for 34th.
Oh, I can't tell you the address.
Grass is a little bit long. Some trash on the porch here. These two windows have their screens. Front light's working. These two windows have screens. You see a few cracks in the porch
Concrete
floor here. And then I think this is some paint here. I need to just go over that with some white paint. Get it to match back with the rest of it.
Oh, wow, nice.
Front door's unlocked when I got here. But it does lock. Oh, latch. There it goes. I think it locks and latches. Trash left in the first room here. Windows look like they're pretty old. Locks are kind of messed up on them, it looks like. The blinds don't look completely terrible. Is this one cordless? Yep. You can see some at the bottom there broke. So that probably needs a new one there. Let's see if get it down one-handed. There's definitely something broken there, but can't tell if that's going to be down far enough it won't matter. There's a roach running up the spindle on that one, another roach perched up top there. I'm seeing a few others. There's one there, one there. Got my bug spray on. Yeah, so for this room, probably 3 sets of blinds and clean the trash out. Floor looks like it's going to be in decent shape.
This is that LVP flooring that we use everywhere.
Need some paint there.
This has been there for 4 or 5 years. You can see we kind of changed. No, I don't think so. That's the same style.
I think pest treatment for the whole house. Into this room. Let's see. There we go. Light switch. Light's working. These blinds over on the left look like they might be okay. This one over here's got some busted down at the bottom on the right. And flooring in here looks alright. All look okay. It's mostly just trash. Closet. Ooh, like a roach. Ooh, several roaches.
I hope you're not squeamish.
I just don't want the door to come closed on me while they're running around on it.
There's a
Some mess
screen.
on the floor there, but there we go. There's even light in the closet.
Notebook.
Okay, so clean out the closet. That should take care of that.
Well, I see 2 more blinds.
And the closet door closes and latches. It looks fine. Let's see if we can mess with these doors. So blinds on this door need to be
Blinds on the
replaced.
other one. Yep. Yup.
This isn't catching this latch here, so that'll have to be adjusted if those doors are going to be able to latch. So, recapping this room, clean it out, replace the blind on this door, and fix the doorknob. Headed down the hallway. We're missing a smoke detector up there on the wall. This switch door here.
So that's one of the big problems with the older smoke detectors that take 9-volt batteries. The second they start beeping around the 6-month mark, people just throw them away. So nowadays we're doing the ones with the 10-year battery. You can get them for about the same price. You have to look though. A secret marketing tip that stores use is the cheaper stuff is down low. So the expensive stuff is at high level. So what you have to do is like I go to Menards and I end up having to look way down low, and then you got to read the boxes, and then once you find a part number, you're good. If you're looking at eye level, you're seeing $40, $50 smoke detectors. But if you look down low, you'll find the same smoke detector for $20, right? It's not the same packaging. It's an uglier package. It's not the plastic foo-foo one that you got to cut and blah, blah, blah. It looks pretty. It's a box, a contractor grade box, and it's down low, and you can get them for about $20. It's funny because for my own personal residence, we've got wired alarms, but they have a battery backup. And so I wanted a wired with a 10-year battery. And if you go into the stores, they're $50, $60 all day long, right? But looking down low, there's a hidden spot, and boom, there it is. It's $25 for 10-year battery and wired. So again, you just look around and you'll see. And I think it was a kitty, so it wasn't like it was a piece of junk. So anyway, so that's just my little fresh tip for the morning. Let's see where we are. Here we go.
Here, didn't want to open for me. It's got the bondage card on it. I don't know what that means, but I can't open it. I think it's a closet.
A lot of trash.
I don't think I'm missing a whole bedroom.
Wow.
A hole punched in the wall here. This switch did turn on this hall light over here, but there's not a light in this part. And there is a smoke detector here, so maybe that one down the hall was replaced with this one. Another bedroom. Hole in the drywall there. Fan's making a lot of noise. Got interesting color scheme on the bulbs there. Hole in the drywall, hole in the drywall, hole in the drywall, hole in the drywall. Closet's a disaster. Couple holes in the drywall in there too. I think there's gonna be too much stuff to get the door closed. Tested. Let's see. Alright, door latched. And it unlatches. There's another roach. Blinds look okay, but I think the glass is broken. Yeah. So this is single pane glass, older window, and it's shattered out of there. So you need new glass. And lock the window too. Okay. So the blinds are okay. It's missing the spindle. Floor's dirty in here, but not seeing any obvious damage. So
Ooh, I got McDonald's.
Door's got a hole in it here, another one down there. Doorknob's dented.
So another interesting point that I was talking to a buddy of mine, lumber prices have gone up. I think he said 30 to 60% in a lot of areas. So prices are going up on this sort of stuff. So we're going to maybe try and look at some stuff and make sure our numbers are right now. I don't know if it's the China tariffs or what. I mean, you know, like lumber, I mean, that should be coming straight from here. So I don't know what the deal is with that.
So for this room, you got the fan's real loud. Might need just some, I don't know, maybe just cleaning, fix that. You got some drywall repairs to make, clean it out, probably paint because of the number of drywall repairs, and probably replace this bedroom door. And that should about do it for there. I guess it doesn't really matter. But the door does not close, so another reason to replace instead of try to repair. Okay, in here, blinds are broken, door's messed up. Pile of trash on the floor there. I think they had a cat. Got some piles. I think the floor's gonna clean up, but you never know with those piles how long they've been there and how much they've soaked in.
Looks like it's going to be another repaint on this room too.
This
Maybe
door
some
has no
touch-up.
door on. And that's in pretty decent shape. The light. There we go. Light's missing the globe. And I don't know if I pointed that out already, but there's a hole in the drywall there. So in here, not nearly as bad as the other room. I think it's mostly just that one drywall hole. But then it needs a new doorknob for the closet door, new blinds, and a new bedroom door. Let's see if these blinds will cooperate. Take a look at the windows. That window looks like it's okay.
This would be a good candidate to replace the windows.
Too.
I don't think this owner will go for it, but I definitely think that these windows should be replaced.
Yeah, that one looks like it's okay too. Alright. So the windows are good, but the blinds need replaced.
Oh, nice kitchen.
There's our kitchen.
2 more blinds.
There's more roaches. Into the bathroom. Oh, roaches. Fan works. Light works. 1 bulb of it at least. Your IPL bill in here. There's just kind of dirt on the sink. I think it's gonna clean up.
McDonald's.
Chunk down under there.
Dr. Teal's.
Just clean out. Tub doesn't look too bad actually. Maybe patch the drywall right around where the shower head comes out.
How do you damage
Too
that?
bad in the bathroom.
You hanging stuff
Flooring
on
looks
there?
okay.
Are you beating on it? I mean, I don't understand.
There's like some little hairline cracks in some of the tiles, but
Yeah.
nothing too major.
Alright, video 1 done.
This window looks alright. Missing, well, I guess it's here. Toilet paper holder, it's got one side of it stacked on the other side, so it's missing the mounting bracket probably. Door has a crack here, and a crack there. So they didn't quite break it on that side.
Hope they did
This
break it on
side's
that
got a
side.
hole punched in it. Closes, latches. Door stop's broken down there, but it's got the doorknob blocker on the wall.
Why do you break doors? I don't get it. You gotta go that bad? And then get back to bed?
Missing a ceiling tile.
Okay.
Missing 1 ceiling tile. And then there's a few over here that are kind of stained near, I'm guessing it's the chimney. Smoke detector's missing from the wall there. Plants died up on top of the cabinets over there. It's really just dirty. I think the floor's gonna be okay. Stove's covered in trash. Oven
Hey,
is
there's doorknob
full
from.
of roaches. There's a, I think it's a light fixture piece. It could be a bowl. I think that's from a light fixture. Oh gosh. All right. There's way too many roaches in this house.
That's a big one over there. Big one.
Ooh,
Look at them.
Right,
Wow. I think
guess.
this is. I've had worse, but this is
I think
top
the first step in
5.
this house is gonna be clean it out and spray it. Alright. I don't know if this cabinet, I don't know what's going on with it. It doesn't match the rest of the kitchen. But there it is.
There it is.
Trying not to get too involved with this
Oh my goodness! Look at all the feces from the.
party we've got going on. Oh man. Look at them go.
Oof.
Gross. Okay. That's fun and exciting, isn't it? Got shoelaces to pull the light, so we might want the real chain there. Washer and dryer look dirty. Doesn't look like the dryer like it. Doesn't look like the roaches like it in the dryer. That's a good sign.
Nice.
Get the angle right. I don't know. Everything looks pretty good in there. I can't really get the camera to angle up that much. Let's try this. Not as bad.
Yeah, I think it's top 2 for
Roaches.
roaches.
In the sink. Roaches on the counter.
Scooby Snacks. I definitely have had worse, though.
Not as many of them under there as I would have thought. They're scrambling out of that one.
Oh, man. Whew. That is a lot. That's a lot. Another broken window out
Blinds
here.
Broken. I think those blinds are in need of replacement as well. I don't think that window opens. Let's see piece here.
Nah, it's painted shut.
Doesn't seem like it. Litter box. Place smells bad. I don't know if it's dogs, cats, roaches. Doesn't smell nice though. Pretty much from the time you walk in the front door. The back door closes and latches.
Does have a garage. Hey, they had a little fire pit. Interesting. It is a Kyle special. You can tell he's even squirmish about it.
I don't know if that's supposed to be a fire pit there. Trash cans overflowing. Some other junk over in the corner over there. Soffit's falling down on the back of the house here. The garage is open.
Looks like maybe somebody's squatting. Sleeping on cardboard.
Lock's missing from it.
Toilet, free toilet.
Toilet
I don't know
out
what that's
here
at.
and a box from the toilet. Leaves and stuff.
We used to replace the toilet. One of my guys thought he was doing us a favor by keeping the old one.
Not quite actually.
Man, we got like 5 more minutes. What else can we possibly go through?
I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to want to move up or down. But it's not all the way closed. It's not locked. So that'll probably need to be assessed. And this door has nothing to lock to. It's been kicked in, so the jam's broken. Some broken windows over here, full trash can, more junk over there. It looks like people have been just illegally dumping across the alley here. So a lot of trash over in this area. There's a former light fixture up above that garage door. You can see better from here that that garage door is not closed all the way. I don't know why it's not moving. So on these windows, that one has a screen. That one, I don't think so. Closer. Yeah, it looks like just storm windows on this. Downspout has no extension over there. that window opens, but it does not have a screen. This one has a screen. Has a screen, does not have a screen. Has the other storm window stored up in there though, it looks like. Doesn't look like there's a screen for this one. Another downspout, no extension. We already did the windows on the front there. I can't get to this other side, I guess. Got 0 lot lines here.
The neighbors keep their grass up.
I don't know. I mean, I have to go in their fence and try to assess those from inside real quick. Tree branches down out in the yard too. There's some here on these steps.
So that's the staircase that's the entrance to the other unit upstairs. Yeah, this yard needs some clean up. Going back through. You gotta look at the windows.
No screen. There's a knife jammed in the window there to hold it shut, so maybe a new lock.
Nice.
Will be better than the butter knife jammed in there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to this one.
Yeah, that's fine. So did he do another video? Doesn't open.
That one's got some cracks over on the right. I can't get closer with the camera and hold the blinds open, but hopefully you can see that. I don't think that window opens, so no screen, but it does have some cracks in the glass. It looks like the dryer vent. I don't know if that's covered or what, but not in use.
Oh, we're going down to the basement. You gonna do the basement?
This door here looks pretty good. It's got a little dent in it right there. But besides that, we're in good shape. Looks like it should latch. Some of this roach playground out the way. It doesn't want to close, so not quite closing. Which is good, means I can't get tripped down here. Light works at the top of the basement stairs. Got some holes in the drywall there. I think that's semi-intentional for plumbing access.
What's he messing with?
Haven't fallen yet. Good start.
Woohoo! Nothing to see much down here. Furnace and the water heater, I think.
Small basement. Got a water meter, a water heater, breaker box, and a furnace. Gas furnace, gas water heater. Furnace looks newer. Water heater, not super old. The breaker box looks real old. And
Missing its cover.
I guess the cover's down there.
Oh yeah, good.
Probably just need the cover put back on.
Those are expensive if you lose those. Is he gonna open it up? Oh, Kyle, you're a glutton for punishment. Oh, wow. Did
A
not
little
see
bit of
that.
drywall damage there behind the fridge too.
Wow. Good thing you did that.
And I think that's it. Um, obviously, first thing is cleaning and pest control, and then just a reminder. I think this door's a closet, but I can't open it. The doorknob's not turning anything. That should do it for here.
Woo! All right, so I didn't do my normal organized, as you're going through, I got to paint this room, I got to paint that room, I got to paint this room, I got to paint that room, and then say, oh, I'll just combine them all into one. So we're going to walk through it real quick. Oh, look, I got a note for Peg. Hey, they had a cat. Make sure they paid for the cat. If not, we add it to their bill. So that's an important thing. So we're running into a lot of issues with people sneaking pets in. And so we actually have it in our clause in our lease that basically it says that you can't even pet sit. So because that's what everybody tells you is, you say, we've got reports you got a cat or you got a dog. Oh, I'm just pet sitting for my friend and it'll be gone in 2 days. And it's not gone and they keep the pet and they don't tell you. But pets do damage. I don't care who you are. If you got a puppy, puppies are puppies. They're going to pee and poop in the house and, that stuff has to come out. And so, anyways. All right, so trash cleanup throughout, about $400. There's a lot of little stuff, so I don't think it's going to be that big. Run gutters away from the home, about 10 feet. Let's say 250-ish. Replace 10 blinds. They're now about $8 a piece. Well, I think they're about $8 a piece. Should we use this as an opportunity to price out blinds? Blinds, no in-stock blinds. We want the cheapies, stuff local. Let's go low to high. So they're about $5 to $8 a piece. And I think we charge $25 a piece to the tenants. I'm gonna go ahead and minimize that. So we got 10 blinds at $25 a piece. It's like $250. So it's probably about $150. If they're, there's probably, it's probably they're up there $7 to $8 a piece. So times 10, you got $70, $80, and then install them all. That shouldn't be too bad because they have already got the brackets there. So I think $150 will cover it. Fixed French doors, currently not latching. I'm going to go ahead and start putting in prices for a lot of this stuff. Roach pest remediation, I'm going to say it's probably going to run $250. Replace smoke detectors. Again, there's probably about $150. Put my tilde in so it's around that number. Replace window in bedroom. So this one's probably the glass. I don't have a way to price glass. It's probably by the end of days it's probably about $75. Replace 3 interior doors. Okay, let's pull up the Lowe's sheet again. Let's just see if the prices of doors have changed. Interior doors. Just the slabs is what we want. Single pre-hung, no. Bifold closet doors, French doors, slab doors. That's what we want. So they're about $50 a piece. So they were about $40 a piece. 46, 41. That's a small one. 24 by 80, 30, 46. So they're probably about between 40 and 50. By the time you get taxes and everything in it, they're about $50 a piece. So we got to replace 3 interior doors. So that's probably $150 in materials. So it's probably around $200, $225. Replace doorknob on closet door. They're like 10, so it's probably about $15. $10 for the knob, and then $5 for the whatchamacallit, replace bedroom light, missing globe. Let's see what we got here. Just to make sure, they used to be about, you could get a double pack for $40. Let's put in contractor grade. See if that helps narrow down. Yep, it does right there. 22, 20, 98 for two of them. 2-pack, 13-inch traditional. Is that the ones that are 2 bulbs or 1 bulb? Specifications. You want the ones that are 2 bulbs. Number of lights 2. Number of bulbs required 2. So are those the singles or are those the doubles? I'll bet you those are the singles. I can't tell. Number of lights 2. 2 lights, 2 bulbs. I'm going to say that these are single bulbs. So where are my flush mount lighting. It's free pickup at today. And let's go for low to high. Chunk, 1388. That's a 1 bulb guy. I want to say they're probably like $50, $60 for 2 of them. 7.4 inch, that's small. 7.4 inch, that's small. Let's go back a page and look at that one that was 27 something. That was an integrated LED bulb. So they made changes, so we'll have to look at these at a different time because I don't know what they're up to now. I don't think I'd have to go looking to find part numbers so that I could pull up the old ones that we have. And I don't have time to do that right now. So replace bedroom light, so that's probably going to be about $50. Replace several light bulbs throughout. I don't know, like 25. I don't know, like $20. I don't know, $20. Repair drywall around shower head. Usually I just figure a lot of this stuff into miscellaneous, but that kind of got me yesterday. Reattach toilet paper holder. I don't know, $15. Replace ceiling tiles as needed. That's probably about 25. I don't even know how much to charge for ceiling tiles anymore. Paint unfinished cabinet. That's probably about $75. Replace broken glass, screen, kitchen window. So again, that's probably about, what did I say, 75. Repair soffit on back of house. That's, it shouldn't be too bad. So I'm going to say like $75. Repair garage door. So typically these are running us about 100 to 100 a quarter. So I'm going to put in 125. Replace screens as needed. I'm going to say about 250. Did I already figure in some screens up here? Maybe not. Repair, replace locks on windows as needed. I'm going to say it's probably about $100. Replace laundry room window. That's probably 75. Heavy damage behind refrigerator. That's probably about $100. But it's probably going to be, we're going to have to end up repainting at least that wall. So, you know, I mean, it's probably $100. Replace jamb on garage. That's probably $100. Miscellaneous, I'm still going to add in about $500 for miscellaneous. And then final clean, let's say 250-ish. Yeah, it's going to be more than that. It's going to be 300 to clean up all the feces from the roaches and whatnot. So what are we looking at here? We are looking at 400 plus 250 plus 150 plus 25 plus 250 plus 150 plus 75 plus 150 plus 75 plus 225 plus 15 plus 50 plus 20 plus 50 plus 15 plus 25 plus 75 plus 75 plus 75 plus 125 plus 250 plus 100 plus 75 plus 100 plus 100 plus 500 plus 300. So 3,700. So this was an expensive term. And they only stayed a year. So this was a situation where two girls moved in together, they worked together, and it ended up being a bad deal. The one tenant called us and told us that the other one had her boyfriend basically living with her, and we needed to do something about it. And it's just hard to deal with social stuff. So we said if they're doing something illegal, call the cops. And you don't want to get into a match with he said, she said with tenants. It's just not worth it because you don't know the whole story. So anyway, so what did we just say we're at? 3,700. All right, so that's basically us. Now we could run numbers on this bad boy, just so you guys can see the numbers. Give me a second here. Let me pull up that page. Let's do cash flow on this one. All right, so this property, so the downstairs rents for, it's a 3-bedroom. It rents for, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I think we rent it for $600, and then the upstairs rents for, it's a 2-bedroom upstairs, and it rents for $550. Is that right? 455, 575. I think this bottom one might rent for like $625, $650 plus. There's $550 upstairs, so we're at what, $1,200 a month. We're gonna do a 12% vacancy rate. We're going to have, it's really not that bad anymore, but if I'm running numbers to look at a house, I'm going to say 10% average repairs. I mean, this house is pretty bulletproof. We don't get a lot of calls for repairs and stuff on it. 10% for property management. The taxes on this bad boy are $1,158 a year. $1,158 a year. Property insurance on it is about $550. I can't remember. I think it was bought for looking. So he bought it for $41,150. He's probably put probably got, including this stuff today, let's say he's got 15,000 in it. I guess we would, yeah. So anyways, settlement costs $1,000. So 57,150. I don't know if I have the assessed value here. Do I have the assessed land value? Just for poops and giggles. 3,500. We use assessed land value is for depreciation costs. All right, so it's about a 13.64% cap rate, even with the 15% in for, or $15,000 in repairs he's done over the past couple of years. So it's not horrible. And if you got a loan on it, I mean, I could see this thing selling for, fixed up probably 80. Not that I would spend that money, but there's a lot of left coasters and a lot of out of country and out of state people that are paying way too much. So he might get, if he wants to sell it, he's been selling a lot of his properties lately. So if he wanted to sell this one, then, you know, uh, he may be able to get a little bit of a premium out of it. Maybe he'll sell it for 50 or 60. And in the current state it's in. Anyways, so, we could figure in the, let's say he was paying 25% tax rate. So net operating income is $650 a month, basically. That's pretty good. I did not figure in a loan because he does not have a loan on this property. And with after depreciation, it's about $690. So not bad. Not a bad rental. That's where you guys need to be buying these multifams. Oh, I didn't figure in turn costs. If we were doing this, I would figure in another $2,000 a year. That's $1,000 per unit for turns. And I want to say that they gave us a double deposit when they moved in. So we probably got half of this turn, and then we've got 2 people on the hook for going after them for the rest of the damages. Still, it's a 10% cap rate given things. Now, if we did a loan, then that would just probably, your net operating income would be 483, and then tax benefit is 523. So anyway, so you could do a loan on it. I don't know what they would appraise it at, 80,000. Let's just do it like that, and then we'll do a loan of 70. What are you guys getting? 75% right now. So 30 years, 4.5 interest, 30401. It makes your cash flow 178.99. That's still not bad, and that brings the cash on cash to 10.74, which is about the same as if you owned it outright. And then you're getting the 483 a year. So not bad. All right. It's that time again. It's 10:30. We're not going to do the other one today. Maybe I'll do it next week sometime, but I doubt it. We'll probably do it next Saturday. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, put them below. Please click the like button if you like the video, if you think it's useful, if you like the stories at the beginning. Anyways, guys, have a good weekend. Have a good week. I will talk at you later. Thank you.